Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. A couple of thank yous to start with this week. First of all, thank you, Dr. Bob, for the show from a couple of weeks ago. It was great to see you again last May when we filmed it. So I can tell you there's going to be more from Dr. Bob coming very, very soon. And of course, I need to thank Sue for coming in last week. Sue, it was lovely to see you, and John. But of course, the star of the show had to be Milo. Milo was great. Milo is a superstar. He comes in, he's been a couple of times now, sits in the studio while we're filming, doesn't make a noise, doesn't move, just sits there and watches. So it was lovely to see Milo as well. However, John, Sue, you have caused me a bit of a problem. Yes, everybody now in the office wants an office dog. And we put a picture of Milo out on Facebook last week. And now my daughter that wanted a dog wants a dog even more. And Mrs. B wants a dog as well. And my other daughter is a bit, I'm not too fussed, but she's actually started saying she wants a dog as well. So it's 3 against 1. What can I do? I don't really want a dog because A, I'm allergic, B, they're a big responsibility, and C, you've got to pick up, and it's just not very nice. So anyway, I'm going to make this the question of the week and probably regret it. If we were to get a dog, what kind of dog should we get? Leave your comments down below on Facebook and on YouTube. Anyway, a couple of things I need to talk about. The first is training. We've added some more dates to our training calendar. Go to balloonmarket.co.uk and just click on the banner that says training at Balloon Market, and you can see we've added some more. By the time you watch this, we will hopefully have some more Qualitex training on there. I talked to Mark last night, trying to get some dates in the diary, and we're just waiting for the venue to get back to us to see if those dates are okay. So by the time you watch this, those dates may well be there. So we are planning at least one more fundamentals course with Qualitex. And we've got Chris Horn coming down in May and in July doing some more courses now. It's a bit different this time. He's doing the organic courses that he did before, but also we've added a clears course. But we're doing it differently because we've got the clears course the day before the organics course. So you've effectively got 2 courses. So you can book them independently. If you only want to do the clears course because you've already been on the organic, that is absolutely fine. But if you did want to do both of them, it's only one trip down here to Southampton and you get to stay overnight in the beautiful New Forest or nearby. So yes, we've got those. Just click on the banner, as I say, and you can see all the training dates that are coming up. The other thing I wanted to mention was, well, I just wanted to say another big thank you actually to everybody that's completed our survey. Every year we send out a survey. We don't send it to everybody, we send it to a good number of customers and ask you, how are we doing? What could we do better? And we've had a really good response rate this year. So thank you so much to everybody that's completed that. You've given me a big old to-do list, and it really does help us when you give us such good constructive feedback about what you like, what you dislike, what are the products you want us to supply. It really, really helps us. So thank you to everybody that did that. Right, now let's talk about some products. Now it's going to be a slightly different show in that I'm going to talk a little bit about adding value. So it's almost like a continuation of talking about what Sue talked about last week. But also I'm going to be talking a little bit about trends as well and what we've noticed already since the beginning of the year, things that are trending from a product perspective. So to start with, one of the things that's trending and isn't going away is personalization, which means vinyl is great. People using vinyl with the silhouette cameos and personalizing, putting names on balloons and other things as well. People personalizing water bottles, I've seen, all that sort of stuff. So we've got some new vinyl in. Thank you to everybody, by the way, that has been telling us we want this color or I'd like that finish. We did have somebody say the Arctic blue was a little darker than she wanted, so we've got the light blue in now. But we've also got this new range in. So we've got, these are called chrome, obviously. So this is the chrome silver, the chrome gold, the chrome rose gold. No, wait a second, that's not rose gold. And that's a mistake I made. I went over to the new section of the warehouse, and that's where we put all the stock that's come in, this new, that hasn't got a home yet. And I picked this up and I said to Bradley, who was working in the warehouse, I said, Bradley, why is rose gold over here? We've had that for ages. And he said, Greg, you're wrong. That's not rose gold, that's copper. I was like, oh, okay. But when you look at it on its own, you could definitely use that as a rose gold. But this is actually the rose gold that we've had for a while. And as you can see, it is quite a bit pinker than this copper. So, but I think independently, they both look rose gold. So I think it depends what it is you're wanting to do, what it is you're trying to coordinate with. So for instance, I think the pinkish one probably matches better with the AMSCAN numbers, for instance, if you were trying to do something that matched AMSCAN numbers, whereas the copper goes probably a bit better with the latex, Qualitex latex rose gold. So you've got two options effectively for rose gold. And then over here, this isn't just sparkle. Oh no, this is intense sparkle vinyl. Yes, in rose gold. Now there are some other ones that we're getting in. We don't have them here today, but they are due in tomorrow. So we'll show pictures on the screen, but they're actually a new finish. It's iridescent. So it's iridescent silver, iridescent gold, iridescent rose gold, iridescent copper, and iridescent black, interestingly, which is a very interesting finish. So personalization not going away. I think if anybody is doing that, they are appreciating that a lot of people are wanting personalization. And of course, it's a great way to add value. Now we move over here. Now these are the balloon fun strings from AMSCAN. Obviously, normally with a balloon, you might just put some curling ribbon on there and that's it. This is a replacement for curling ribbon, but you could potentially charge quite a lot more, maybe £1 more, but they cost pence. So you're actually increasing in cash the amount of profit you are making. Whenever Mark comes down and he does the fundamental, Mark from Qualitex does the Qualitex fundamentals training here, and he talks about pricing. And he gives an example, and I can't remember who he's quoting, but somebody said that what you should charge, particularly for us, in a creative, doing what you're doing as a creative person, charge as much as you possibly can that the customer still feels they've got the best value. And that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about adding value and perceived value. And an example of that is when I went to Harry Potter World a couple of years ago. My niece came over from Australia. She wanted to go to Harry Potter World. She booked a ticket because she's such a raving fan of Harry Potter. She booked the VIP ticket and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll buy one of those. I went on the website and discovered it was £200. I was not too impressed, but I bought it anyway because I didn't really have a choice. We went there. By the time I came out, I was saying, whoa, that was such good value for money. So that value for me, even though it was an expensive day, but the value I got from that day and the photos and the videos and everything else that you got probably added up to not a lot less than the whole cost of the day, really. So adding value, I think if you focus on adding value, create something that you think your customers are going to want and then price it afterwards. You can use our interactive pricing tool, try and get the right price for it, decide what you want, but maybe think about how you can add value first. Create some amazing pieces to then sell, rather than people coming in saying, oh, well, I think I want this and I think I want that. If you give people what you know works, they are in all likelihood going to buy it. Anyway, right, the next trend, space. Space, it was mentioned at Spring Fair quite a bit, and it is, yeah, proving popular. So how do you organise a party that's out of this world? You plan it. Free of charge, that one. So these are paper lanterns. As you can see, they're behind me. They are paper lanterns. They've got a metal frame inside, but these, believe it or not, there's some people out there that don't like balloons. I know, crazy. But these are great alternatives to balloons. As you can see, there's 5 in a packet, and you've got this one that looks like the sun. You just put that cardboard piece on, and you've got this one that looks a bit like Jupiter. You've got the cardboard piece there. And it comes with some stickers, I think, to stick those on, but I didn't bother using those because I didn't really need them. But you can leave those up for ever. You can actually put little lights in them as well. Just get a piece of string and just hang the little sort of LED type lights on there, and they could be glowing in the dark. So they're really funky. I really like them. It's from AMSCAN. And then next to those, we've got some candles that are space candles. They're from Creative, and these other ones are from Creative as well. You've got the football, and you've got the pink glittery, once again, heart there. Now, speaking of glitter and bling and shiny, that is definitely another trend that we're seeing this year. And here we've got some stick-on bling, stick-on craft stickers. So we've got the little baby feet, blue and pink, and then you've got these different colors. Now these can be used for all sorts of things. You can do a little design, a little heart or something on a balloon. You can spell somebody's name out if you wanted to, if you didn't want to do that, or you don't have vinyl. I've seen people using them as the dot on the letter I if they are personalizing something with vinyl, just to add that little bit of sparkle. Put them on balloon box weights, you know, the cardboard weights, you can customize those as well. So again, pence, absolute pence. but adding value. You know, you say to somebody, oh, do you want me to personalize every balloon weight? How much extra is that? Oh, it's an extra £1. You know, for the time it takes you, it's really, really good. £2, £3, £5, whatever you want. But it's just a great way of adding value. And then we come over here. Now, this isn't so much about a trend. This is communion. Normally happens in May. We are seeing more communion stuff going out each year. So I don't know if people are celebrating it more than they ever used to. But we've got the confetti here, 2 different types of confetti. You've got the pink and you've got the blue from Amscan, and you've got 3 different types of confetti in each packet. But as you can see, it's sparkly confetti. And then we've got this cake topper. So this is from Creative. And if you're a cake maker, this is, again, a very easy, simple, cheap add-on. But you could say to your customers, do you want something like this? It's sparkly, it's silver, and it just sits on top of the cake. Could you charge an extra £3, something like that for it? But again, it's pence. And then we come over here. Now this, if we've timed this right, today should be the first day. If it's your birthday today, you're an Aries. The first Aries, which is the 21st of March. And these are the new balloons from Grabo, and they're zodiac signs. I think they're really, really different. These ones are navy and gold. There were some gold ones as well, but we sold out of all of those. But hopefully by the time you watch this, we'll have those back in. If not, they will be back in soon. But we think they're really funky because they're so different. Who has a zodiac balloon? And actually shows that you've put a bit of effort into getting something for somebody's birthday, for instance. If you get them a card and you get them that, it's just a bit different. One thing I would say, you can probably see the colour of that, is navy and gold. Now that is a trend as well that I only discovered this morning. But if you go to our website, balloonmarket.co.uk, click on collections. These are different collections that we've put together to try and give you some ideas for what you might want to use for a particular theme. So for instance, there's a Great Gatsby one on there, and then there's trends. There's things that, like the pink, we've got some pastels as well, that's another trend this year. Pink and gold here in these candles, that's another trend. But that navy and gold is one that I wasn't aware of, that is again another trend. So if you are looking for ideas, I've asked the guys to put a banner on the website as well so that you can just get to those collections. But it's a part of the website I don't really go to very often, and it was really nice to go there and see there's unicorns and all sorts of different other trends. So you might want to go there for some inspiration of what sort of products you could possibly use. So yes, there's that. And then go back to these candles. Yes, these are by Unique. I'd say we've got the pastel, we've got the pink and the gold, but these have got to be my favorite candles of all time. We put a post out the other week, I think it was on Facebook. It got a lot of love of these candles. They are the cutest thing. They're candles in the shape of balloons, and they're kind of pastel-y, I guess, maybe the blue and the green. But yeah, lovely, lovely, cute little candles. Now we're going back to the bling. This is definitely bling. This is called Diamond Mesh, and it looks like this. And if you think back to Sue's show last week, and she put ribbon around a balloon stick, and that adds value and could charge more. You can do the same with this, but basically you just cut 1 strip or 2 strips, maybe you even tear it, I don't know. I'm not going to. But yes, just 1 or 2 strips or 3 strips, you can make it as thick or as thin as you like, and you can do the same there. And I thought, well, this looks like it's actually it's quite a thick material, but it's still less than 1 millimetre. I still think you'd be able to do it. But of course you can decorate other things, gifts, presents, and you can just, because you're only using a strip at a time or 2 strips at a time of whatever length you want, again, it costs hardly anything, but adds a lot of perceived value. And then here we've got the ultimate in ribbon, really, if you're looking for on-trend ribbon. You've got it's called Candy Shimmer, and you can see it's sparkly, it's a bit bling, but it's also the pastel colours as well. So I think that's great. If you're the sort of person that does 3-foot balloons, for instance, rather than just putting a string or something like, I don't know, ribbon, something like that, you could have something that's a bit more substantial and just very, very on vogue at the moment. Back here, we've got unicorn stickers. Again, unicorns not going away. That's a trend that's definitely not going away. But as you can see, these are sparkly unicorn stickers. This ribbon, it's marble. It's from Naviti. It's marble ribbon, which is another trend that we're seeing as well. Now, before I came up here to start the filming, I said in the office, and before I picked the products, I said in the office, what products are, what else is happening? What else is on vogue? And Emily said, Greg, geometric shapes. And I was like, really? Interesting. Went out in the warehouse, picked up 3 new Qualitex balloons, and look at them. All of them have geometric shapes. So that's something else I've learned today. So you've got this one, happy birthday to you, very bold, geometric. And then you've got hooray, it's your birthday, geometric, but very pastel oriented. But I think this, is this the most on-trend balloon available? Because it's got pink and gold, which is a trend that we've already talked about. It's got marble, which is a trend here, and it's geometric shapes. So is that the most on-trend balloon ever at the moment? Who knows? And the last thing I want to show you is this, or these even. These are little cards that you give out, care cards, that you give out with any balloon that you sell. If you sell a single balloon to somebody, you should give them one of these. If you're selling to a corporate company and the person that's buying the balloons, you should give them one of these. Every balloon that leaves you, or every balloon decorating job, whatever it is, should get one of these. I know a lot of people print their own, which is great. These ones have been produced by Qualitex. It says that the key things are on the front there. Enjoy balloons responsibly. It says don't let go, inflate safely, supervise children under 8, be latex allergy aware, and always dispose of balloons responsibly. The big one obviously being don't let go. We're getting some flack in our industry from the environmental people, and they are saying that they're really bad when in fact if they're disposed of properly and you don't let go, you do not release balloons, which you shouldn't be doing, then they're great products. They create joy and happiness. There's also the web address here, partysafe.eu/balloons. If you've not had a look at that website, it was done by the EBPC. If you've not had a look at it, go and have a look at it. There's a lot more information on there. And on the back, it says caring for your balloons, latex balloons, foil, and bubble balloons. So we've got these in stock available now. You can obviously print your own if you want to, but these are a decent size, they're a decent quality, and it says something about, rather than printing off a piece of A4 paper in black and white saying, there you go, that's this size that you've cut unevenly with scissors, something like this says professional. So we've got those in stock now. And that is it from me this week. As I say, the question of the week. If we were to get a dog, what kind of dog should we get? Leave your comments down below on Facebook and on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.